Yeah, like there's no like build up. Like how there's no way that they could have just like randomly come into power one day.
Okay, let's focus on you and your time machine.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
I just love that. It's just why?
That's also just like
just
I think
for the hell
that
of it.
line really just like solidifies how
steel frame of the
undocked
DeLorean
he is right now.
Yeah.
Dispersal. I don't know, but it was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes,
Because he never
yes, it
would
is
have asked why. He
fascinating.
just would have asked
It's
why not.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
And this is because?
Everything got screwed up when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this
He's
time
so
machine
distressed
is a
right
very
now.
impractical and dangerous invention.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yes, I mean, no. What I mean is it's messed up a lot
love
of things, but first
dialogue
it made a lot
options
of things better. Like my mom and
Imagine
my dad.
having
It was only
dialogue
thanks to
options
your
that
time
actually
machine
change
that
the
they ever
story.
became successful. And
Telltale
happy.
do not interact.
They're not, because you summoned me back in time, and somehow your time.
Well, they
got
can't.
messed up.
They're bankrupt.
Everybody else is along with
Oh
it.
yeah, that's right.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Sonny Crockett.
I picked Michael Corleone! I hate this game.
This case is more serious.
Again,
than
I've
I'd
never had an
imagined.
issue when I picked Harry
The
Callahan.
board was fabricated.
Well, you played the console version. I think it might have a better time remembering.
It's true, I only have the console version.
You think I'm crazy? I guess maybe I sound crazy, but you gotta believe me.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in the social
Gaslighting.
conditioning.
God, you don't understand.
No,
I'm
I
gonna
don't
curb stomp
understand,
Citizen
but
Brown.
I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking. Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
He cuts
Should be in Super Smash Brothers.
he cuts himself off when he said imagination. He was gonna say imagination, but then he cut himself off. That is, oh, I want to.
God, that's so undock.
So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
An impressively detailed illusion. Keep talking.
I want to punch him so bad.
God, I hate Citizen Brown. This is like Christ. Not my doc. Hashtag not my doc.
All my homies
Hey,
hate
this is your
Citizen
fish
Brown.
tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me, but you harbored this very same animal once, a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. Look it up.
But you know better, right?
Oh God,
Damn
I
it.
hate that. I hate that line.
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1931.
Oh,
the day I
movie ticket. There's a movie
captured
ticket
Kit
like
Hammond,
under
the
the
scourge of Hill Valley.
the photo,
Single-handedly.
and it
And
said
not incidentally the day
for
I
the
caught the eye
virtuous
of Edna
husband.
Strickland.
Oh,
My
that's
scientific
I
views
never
on the
noticed that
love of
before.
my life. Take a look.
Oh yeah.
What you see there is a young man
Like,
who understands.
Every time I play these games, I'm
his
like obsessed with
destiny.
getting every single detail out.
That's
So
not
it's
what
just
I
like
see.
What
that always
do
killed me.
you
I also don't know if that's an actual movie or not. I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, is it frozen? Please don't be frozen. No. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, the movie
You
ticket.
still got the movie ticket.
Indeed, I do. A memento of my first date with Edna. I took her to see The Virtuous Husband.
And you never saw Frankenstein. You were supposed to go see Frankenstein that night. It was gonna give you the inspiration you needed to pull off your big demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo.
Inspired by Frankenstein? How whimsical, not to mention historically inaccurate. My darling wife was all the scientific news I've ever needed.
And he
From my
still, like,
successful
talks
demonstration of the
about
31
her
Expo all
in
the
a
way up to my
positive
graduate
light.
Citizen Plus program.
I just looked
Successful.
up what The
It was
Virtuous
supposed to
Husband
be a
is. It's
failure.
an actual movie from 1931, and the premise of it really hits here.
Oh, what
So
is
it's
it?
about, according to Wikipedia, I'm quoting from Wikipedia just so I don't get, like, plagiarism claims. Premise is a man marries at a young age and bases all of his marriage decisions on advice written in letters from his dead mother. The wife can't stand it and eventually burns them, and the man grows more tolerable.
Oh. Oof.
I'm gonna guess that
I
Judge
think it
Brown's
is.
supposed to be standing
What?
for the mother,
It's
and
me,
Edna's supposed
and
to
you,
be the wife.
the other
who
you.
Essentially just...
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
man.
that's yikes.
It is me.
Oh man, that's a
And you.
good little detail, Telltale. That's
But
good.
How? Sonny?
No, it's Michael.
It's impossible.
I'm
it's
still
science.
upset
Your science,
that
Doc.
I didn't
this
remember I
other
picked Michael
world.
Corleone.
Where do you say you come from?
Because usually,
Am I happy there?
whenever I picked
Very
Sonny
happy.
Crockett, it would
You've
just
got
default
two
to
great
Michael
sons.
Corleone, and so then I
Yes,
wouldn't have
and
a
fantastic
problem
wife.
if
Not
I picked
Edna.
Michael Corleone.
Even remotely. And your
Maybe
invention.
up the
Jeez,
coding for those
Doc, you
two
can go
names,
anywhere
like they
you
just
want
accidentally
to.
switched
Anywhere in
them.
time. You're the luckiest guy in the
Perhaps.
universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley. You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop! There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really
My
believe.
citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody
He has brought
complains.
Only
peace,
because they were
justice,
afraid to. Jeez,
freedom,
open
and
your eyes,
security
will ya?
to his new
Your head might
empire.
get 'em all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown.
God, he's
to
like
you,
Julius Caesar.
Sonny.
Doc,
Kindly address me as Your Honor.
Oh, that line gives me
We've worked
chills.
for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
It's so, like,
yeah.
interesting
I
to
do.
see
I've
Villain
seen it.
Doc.
They're just too afraid to speak up.
It's
Afraid?
so unsettling to see Doc as a villain at all, honestly.
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc.
It's
You
why,
run this
like,
place
part of
it's
the
a
reason why I
police
love
state.
these games is, like,
I
yeah,
can
Kit
prove it.
Hanon's a villain, but he's not the villain, you know?
All
He's
right,
not
then,
the main
Oh, no,
villain.
he's like-
You do that. And until
He's
you
just
do,
like a
I'm
little
gonna
guy.
treat your wild story as just
He's-
that, a
he's
story
just like a
told by
nuisance.
madman.
But, like,
And
the
I've
real
determined that
villain
the best
is...
treatment is
Perhaps
simply
the real
to
villain is the
middle
friends we
one.
made along the way.
So, is the interview over? Should I leave?
Oh, that's
Please.
me.
I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Me in an actual job interview, though.
Fine, but I'll be
Is it
back.
over? Can I
with
go
proof.
now?
Immediately loses all of my, like, chances of getting the job because I awkwardly asked with a voice crack if the interview was over.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the
An interview
perfect place
at
he thinks it
a,
is.
dry
One
cleaners.
smoking gun coming up.
And they didn't take me.
Pop
Even
out the
though
tape,
I have
son. I
interned
think it's done
with CNN.
rewinding.
Whoa, whoa, take it easy.
What
Sit here.
more do you want?
Over-
Just blacked out for a
Overqualified.
minute there, fell out of my chair.
I think that's
Hell,
what it was. I
nothing.
think they just
Somebody
thought I would
whacked you.
ask for more than
Whacked
minimum
me?
wage.
Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that
I
incidences of
literally had
physical
to take
violence
that
in
off
Hill
of my
Valley have
resume
fallen
in
to
order to
virtually
get any job offers. Like,
Who did it? Can you tell me?
this can't be
either that or
happening.
everyone just thought I was
There's
fucking
gotta be a
lying.
clue around here somewhere.
To
Dad,
be fair, though,
that's not
if
one
some
of our
21-year-old
bats,
prick
is it?
walked into your,
No.
like, Walmart
No.
office with dyed hair
McFlys
and
never
handed
use
you a
aluminum
resume with
bats.
intern for CNN
Curious.
on it.
Oh, wait, don't touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
Probably because you spy on them? I
What's
don't know.
the last thing you remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes! What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Here it is. Raw footage.
Thank heavens.
Wait a minute.
You see, I told you were just jumping to conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just...
Empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
But I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took them.
Oh my gosh, I've been mugged. Mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh!
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Who could have done this to me?
Who's been making trouble for you since, like, forever? Biff!
Biff. Ever since the Browns took an interest in him back in the 50s, he hasn't caused me a lick of trouble. Besides, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, he's as gentle as a kitten these days. Oh, it's no use. The
he
tapes
said in
are
the 50s
gone.
they took interest
All I
in
can
them,
do is
is
hope
this, like,
against hope
after
they don't
George knocked him
surface
out
and
in the
land me in
parking lot?
trouble.
Maybe.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up.
Or maybe, oh. Because, like, if Doc never invented the time machine, then George would have never...
And gone back to the 50s.
Yeah, and George would have never knocked out Biff. So maybe Biff did something else to get noticed. I don't know. Oh, ooh. There's...
These timelines are so fucking confusing. I'm like, Back to the Future lore is a
maybe
fucking
there's some
mess.
more clues
It
around
is,
here.
but I love
What's
it.
the use? Even if we find out
It's
who
such
took
a
the
mess.
tapes,
Like, trying to
we're not
wrap
gonna
your
be
head
able to
around Back
get
to the
them
Future
back
lore and
without
make it make sense. Like, if you're
attracting
going to
attention
get
to ourselves.
into Back to the Future
There's gotta
lore,
be something we could do
you
to get our
cannot
hands
go
on
in
those
expecting
tapes.
it to make sense. Otherwise, your head will
You
explode.
can make new ones.
We can?
I just come up
Sure.
with my own reasons why it all makes sense.
A while, but
And
if
then
you're
just
willing to
hope
help your
that,
old man out, it shouldn't
like,
take
it makes
us
sense to
more
other
than,
people
say,
why it makes
6 months.
sense.
6 months.
It has
But
to.
I need
It
those
makes
tapes
sense on like
now.
a surface level, but
You
the
need
second
the
you think
tapes.
about it for more than like 30 seconds,
what I
nothing
mean
makes
is-
sense. And it's just like a mess. And it's just like, shouldn't there be like a billion paradoxes happening right now? And should the universe be like tearing itself up? And then it's just like, oh wait, this isn't supposed to make sense.
I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is when I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen
Trying to
Brown?
see if there's freckles
It
on
wasn't
George.
easy to get, believe
Doesn't
me.
look like
I had
there
to break all
are.
kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with mom's flask.
That is the most
Lorraine, so where
far-fetched
did Marty
story
get
I've
this
ever
from?
heard.
It's true.
You forget
Maybe
I'm your
they're just
father. I know
there
your history.
in his
Yeah,
in like
well,
the
history's
McFly
changed.
genes,
Prove it.
and like he just got
He had
lucky.
baby gene.
He had the baby gene.
That was the best creative decision that Telltale ever made, was giving Marty McFly freckles.
Monitor's dead.
Oh wait, what?
I'm telling you the
Fucking-
truth,
let's
Dad.
play a
I've
fun
been
game
breaking
called Am I
rules
Sweating
all over
because I have a
town.
fever, or am I
You'll have
sweating
to
because it's
convince
hot in
me.
here?
Have you taken your antibiotics?
Yeah.
I should take this and serve a little payback.
I wasn't paying attention and I don't remember what I'm supposed to
Cool your
do.
jets, Marty.
You were too concerned about taking care of me for like a hot second.
Aren't I supposed to like see what monitor the?
Hold on. Yeah, it's
I'm telling you the
on the
truth,
bottom
Dad.
left if I
I've been
remember
breaking
correctly.
Oh,
rules
I'm supposed to show him the
You'll have to
demerits.
convince
Okay,
me.
okay. No, I don't need hints. I need the inventory. Here, I'm supposed to show him the.
I love
Read 'em and weep.
I love
demerits,
how
but
just
the
like
only way. I don't
condescending the hints
understand.
get, the more
Dad,
the like further
listen to
you
me.
get into
I
the
mean,
story.
really listen. You and I both know that things aren't right here. Citizen Brown might
Like
have
by the
started
5th
with good
episode, if
intentions,
you look
but
up a hint
Isno
at all, it's
Valley's
just like, oh, you
made
fucking
everybody
dumbass.
miserable.
He's like, you
said
came this
that to
far.
him?
You still don't know
Basically,
how
yeah.
how the logic for these puzzles work.
There go our privileges.
No, wait. I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right
I did
for
them
you
all
and Mom
flawlessly
and
when I
all
was
of us.
drunk, and that
I
was
can't
it.
explain how. You're just gonna have to trust
Like I
me
didn't
on
need a
this.
single hint when I played these games, just like
Okay.
drunk off my ass,
But
and it
first,
was
I have
just
to show him
so
your
weird.
tapes to prove
Because you're
my
on the
point.
same
Oh,
wavelength
no.
as
No,
the
no,
puzzle
no.
logic.
This scheme of yours. Maybe you know what you're
I'm
doing.
on the same
I can't say,
wavelength
but
as Marty,
leave
honestly.
me out.
Like,
I
the way
don't
that
like
Marty
trouble.
works.
I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
Clown to clown
But-
communication.
Do it for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his
I
name.
hope the viewers
It
are
has
able to
something to
piece
do with
together
putting
the
away
story
Kid Cannon, way
through
back
all of our
when.
commentary.
Yes. Yes, he did. Where do you hear
That's why
about
we have
that?
the subtitles on.
Yeah.
It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities.
Actually, Trixie
Never
delivered
be
it, but
afraid
whatever,
to do
okay.
the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course, gotta cover all bases. Now help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
It's, if I remember correctly, it's the bottom left one.
Yeah. There it is.
Let me get this straight. You captured
Oh,
this
wait.
whole...
No.
Of course! Surveillance
I
is...
think you have to hit the
Why didn't you
VCR.
say so?
Come on!
There we go.
There! That looks like us. So the surveillance tape must be on... this VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see... I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't
Wait,
have
is
been
it
very long
supposed to be in
after.
color?
Oh, it's
I always
Beth.
remember it
Go
being in...
back.
It can't be him. The Citizens Plus
I
program
always
has
remember
rendered him as
it being
gentle
in
as
black
a
and white.
kitten.
Huh?
I can't understand it. It's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would
Hey,
never...
wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out. I knew this zoom and enhance feature would come in handy
Oh my
someday. Cost me a
gosh.
bundle at the hobby shop.
Computer enhance.
It's
This
a
is-
digital watch.
NCIS
I wonder why
logic.
it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture.
You know those like fucking
You
cop
zoom in
detective
anymore?
shows where they like just zoom in and enhance on like something that's
X11. You know what that
5,000
means?
miles away?
Yeah.
Lorraine.
Don't lay into me, George. I've got something very important to say, and then I'm going to be leaving again.
I've got something important to say, too. I was attacked
this is
and
the
It's
worst
robbed.
always about
timeline.
you, isn't it? You can't just
This
wait
truly
and listen
is
to
the
my
worst
news.
timeline.
Oh, no, you have to go
Because at
and
least
beat me
with the
to
Hell
punch.
No,
Valley
I said
time...
the divorce
That's right.
timeline.
You two sort things out. I've got some business
Early
to
divorce
attend to.
timeline.
I'm more together than I've been in months, George.
At least with the Hell Valley timeline, we have our Arrested Development AU.
Oh yeah, that's probably one of my favorite AUs that we've come up with, is that basically everyone in Hell Valley, after Biff gets arrested eventually, is just Arrested Development.
Yes.
Biff,
Whoa, settle down there, fella.
you beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
No, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Martin?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
Now let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's.
Like
Why'd you
Snarl,
hurt my dad,
like what
Biff?
were they trying
He
to
never
make his
did
face
anything
do?
to you in this timeline.
I
Timeline?
don't know.
What are you talking
I
about?
Don't play
think
dumb.
they tried
I
to
saw
make
you
him
on
look
camera.
threatening, but he just looked
I
baby.
can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about
Imagine
doing
young
bad
Michael J.
stuff.
Fox looking threatening. I can't see it.
He couldn't
See?
even do it as Scott Howard.
Oh no. Honestly, Scott Howard couldn't make Scott Howard look threatening. I'm sorry, he looks like Chewbacca.
You know what you know what I think is the main problem with the Teen Wolf makeup? The hair is so smooth.
Oh yeah, it's so weird. He also just doesn't have any, like, wolf ears or anything.
No,
Like, he doesn't really look like a wolf.
He just looks like a Wookiee human hybrid.
He, honestly, it's... Why were the directors so scared of being labeled furries when they know that... Did they know that those movies would become furry gospel?
They were cowards.
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished giving some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna came by.
Edna?
Yeah, she wanted to
I don't
run
think
a
squirrels are carnivores.
diagnostic on my Citizen
Well,
Plus
Biff
watch.
doesn't know that.
I must have fallen asleep or something, because when she was done, it was an hour later. And then your mom came by.
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
It's not a band, Biff. It's a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking. See? Cool.
Biff? Okay, that's weird.
This is the worst use of the game models.
It really is. I feel like if they did do an animated series reboot, I would love to see an animated version of the game. Like cut out some of the...
Just like an animated movie or something like
Yeah,
that.
just like cut out some of the more gamey
And
things.
make the animation good.
Yeah, make the animation good.
Did you attack my dad?
Like a 2D animated version
Now we're
of it
getting
with
somewhere.
like this kind of stylization to it would be pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Where's my dad's tape? The decycling bin?
I know that you can make him do the chicken dance.
Oh,
Could you,
I'm gonna
touch
get
your
that.
toes? Do the chicken dance. Oh, he's hypnotized, all right.
What was that? Okay,
Has this man
hey,
ever seen a chicken?
has anyone in this family ever seen a chicken? Like,
More Arrested Development. We gotta get it all.
did the animators know? Did the animators know what the chicken dance was?
I don't think they did.
Could you do me a favor and go get my dad's tape?
I'm glad that we immortalized in recording.
Hey,
We
Mr.
immortalized Biff's chicken
What's up?
dance in recording.
Tannen. Is that McFly kid bothering you? Hey, you can't go in there. Hey!
There he go.
Whoa! Holy smokes! What happened to him?
I don't know. No one's ever jumped into the decycling bin before.
Well, where does it go?
That information is above my pay grade. Oh, jeez. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Don't move a muscle, McFly. I gotta go tell Citizen Brown about this.
Do you, though?
I've got a really bad feeling about this. Well, here goes nothing.
He just died here.
Gosh, man. Did I do something wrong?
Like he
Did
goes
I
into an
do
incinerator and
something,
he just fucking dies.
Mr. Tannen?
Rest
I
in
put a
peace,
lot of
Marty.
work into honing you as
Rest
the
in
first
fucking peace,
Citizen
McFly.
Plus. What on earth possessed you to assault a police officer and dive
credits
head
just roll.
first into the
That's the
recycling
end.
bin?
That's it.
I
Game
do
over.
all that?
Lord, I thought your father was dim.
No, really. I don't remember doing anything like that. The last thing I remember, I was showing that nice McFly kid my watch. Then, blam, I'm down here and you're yelling at me.
McFly?
Ah!
McFly.
Strickland.
Oh, hi, Martin.
Give me the tapes, Edna.
Mr. Tannen, please restrain our guest.
Biff, stop! Stop! Oh no. Hey, look over there! It's beer!
Beer? Huh?
Easy to
Tannen,
get into a
focus.
chokehold. Like, he probably gets bullied so much at school.
Leave him alone.
Novelties? Biff, whoopee cushions. You never had much of a sense of humor.
So much vice.
Biff, aren't those your favorite cigars?
Cubans?
Aren't those
What's going
illegal?
on?
Like,
Howard
really
Tannen,
illegal?
Obey your programming. You see, Mr. McFly, thanks to the enhancements I've made to the Citizen Plus program, I can bring even the most rabid of dogs to heel.
There's so much.
Biff, look! Girly mags!
How is
Movies.
Marty able to see that?
Where am I?
Tannen, I didn't go behind my
Christ.
namby-pamby husband's back so you could wallow in your vices.
Maybe his eyes aren't actually forward-facing. He's not a predator.
I should have known
He's
you'd be
omniscient.
trouble someday. Your whole family's nothing but a bunch of hooligans and slackers.
Tiny.
Einstein?
Doggy?
Tannen, listen to me.
Babes. Booze.
The scene. I know it's supposed to be chaotic and, like, intense, but it's so awkward.
It's because of the game models. Everything, all the problems boil down to the game models in this.
Mommy?
Petition to remaster the game
Tannen, get up, you
with better
useless slacker.
cutscenes.
Come on, Edna, give the poor jerk a break.
A break? You sound like my wishy-washy husband, always trying to find the good in people, never wanting to accept the fact that some people are just born bad.
Maybe, but that doesn't give you the right to turn them into zombies. Now, give me my dad's tapes so I can...
You mean those tapes I erased while you were struggling with my zombie?
What? Come on.
Utopias are fragile things, Mr. McFly. Especially when overseen by minds as distractible as my
I hate her
husband's.
so much.
No.
Edna!
I feel
Dunk
like
her in, like, I want to dunk her in a river.
What are you
Same.
doing here?
I feel like
I
there's
came
supposed to
down
be
here
music
to
playing
investigate
here,
a troubling
but
report
there's
involving Mr.
nothing.
Tannen.
Doc, you gotta stop her. She...
Silence!
There was never music
Okay.
playing here. I never remember there being.
I was concerned there might be a flaw in my Citizen Plus
I do
program.
really like the score that plays over
Imagine my
like the scene, over the
surprise when I
psychoanalysis
found
scene
my
though.
wife
Yeah.
perverting my life's work. Is this what it's all been about, Edna? All those years? All
That
our
angle,
struggles
because
to
the
cure
fucking porn
society's
magazine is just in
illnesses?
center frame.
Just to create a world where free will can be turned off with a flick of a switch?
Oh, please, Emmett. You wanted this just as much as I did. Remember? If only we could tell someone to stay off the grass,
Get your
and so
damn
help
hands
us,
off of
they
him.
would never tread foot on a well-manicured lawn again. That's what Citizen Plus does. It makes rules unbreakable. I only gave it the slightest of
Enough!
changes.
We will not have this discussion here.
But
Go home and wait for me.
fine.
Doc.
I done?
I mean,
You cut out. What was that?
I said, I mean, me too.
Same.
I'm sure he wouldn't blame you for all this, Doc.
He was so happy when I gave up my childish dreams in favor of Edna's more practical pursuits. Are you proud of me now, Father?
Doc, don't be so hard on yourself. This Hill Valley may be a little messed up. Okay, a lot messed up, but you were just trying to help people.
Or was I just entranced by the challenge of transforming the human psyche like so many chemicals?
I'm sorry about Edna, Doc. She didn't seem so bad back in 1931.
No, she wasn't. When we were first dating, she was so spirited, principled, compassionate. When did I lose her?
That makes me so sad.
Enough wallowing. What's done is done. It's time to look forward.
So,
Maybe,
being
but
manipulated.
maybe not.
What?
Your notebook from the other timeline.
Not this foolishness again.
Look, you can use it to repair the time machine and fix all this so it never happened. Everyone could be back the way they're supposed to be. You, Edna, Jennifer, my parents. Doc, you once told me if you put your mind to it, you could accomplish anything. Well, accomplish this.
There's a lot of empty pages.
The only one you need is right here.
Great Scott.
I love that part though.
Martin,
Like,
this could work.
was supposed to be the flux
It'll
capacitor.
take time,
Yeah,
of course, but
like
once it's done,
like he
we'll have
always
all the time
had
in
the
the
idea
world.
inside of him. He just never realized it because Edna got in the way.
Martin, we must get started at once. Come on!
That's like my theory
bring
about why
Heidi
the
along?
notebook's empty, except for that page, is because he
yes,
always
of
had the
course.
idea, so the page
You know,
would
I
always
used
be
to
there.
love dogs
Yeah.
before Edna came along.
You don't say.
I'll go ahead and start preparing a lab. Edna will be furious, but who cares? We've got a time machine to fix. Woohoo!
Don't worry, boy. I'll get you out of here in no time. What is it, Heine?
McFly.
Hey, Biff. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Better than I've been in a long time, you know?
So you remember...
That witch making me do stuff? Yeah, she'll get what's coming to her. No one tells Biff Tannen what to do. No one.
Hey, I'm the guy who snapped you out of it.
Really? Because all I remember is a punk kid who thought it'd be funny to make me jump down a hole.
Ah. I hope I don't
I
run out
hate
of
this
rock.
part. It like frustrated me so much.
Down, Biff. Stay. All right.
McFly.
Oh, crap.
All right, McFly. Time to race the music.
Face. It's face the music, you idiot. Heine, sick him.
Whoa!
Place your bets.
What the?
And we just killed him. Okay.
Let's get out of
Gordy
here,
gets
Heine.
one kill allowance.
You just killed a man, Gordon. You've killed many men.
Ah, sorry I took
think he
so
was
long.
already dead.
Biff came around to jump me. I totally laid him out with the old
Martin McFly.
Edna?
It's almost impressive how many years of work and planning you nearly ruined in just a few short hours.
Where's Doc?
Oh, Doc. My husband. is in a better place.
Better place? What have you done to him?
Relax, Martin. We've got everything under control.
A direct quote from 1984.
No! Doc!
Oh, I really need to read that.
Oh yeah, highly recommend. I mean, I'm a bit biased because George Orwell is my favorite author, but like, there's a lot of 1984 references in this episode, honestly.
Yeah. Well, Edna
You
was.
can also find a copy of 1984 on Edna's
Yeah.
table in the first episode.
Yeah.
It's like foreshadowing.